I'm reminded that we are not here to change the world. And as leading, I would say that these great world visits that we've had, whether literally or in historicity form, story form. I mean, Jesus came in that regard. Krishna came. Buddha came. Has the world turned into paradise as a consequence? No. Is it better as a consequence? Better for some people, certainly. Found enlightenment. The state of the world, though, well, you could say it's much worse, doom and gloom, or you could say, seems to be better. Nobody would say this world is paradise. Really, is the world much different to what it was 2 or 4 or 10,000 years ago? There's good and evil. Happiness and unhappiness. Life and death. Health and illness. I'm not sure as it's dramatically different today than it was. My popular reference in my mind is to refer to the last century, the 20th century. In many ways, the worst century we've ever had. The scale of wars, killing. But in many ways, a good century. Many more people living on the earth than previously. That's a plus, not a minus. In other words, many more people have had the opportunity of life than in previous centuries. I mean, majorly, colossally. The population's just gone through the roof. Many populations have not only had a better standard of living, materially speaking, and length of life, and nutrition, and education. Even experienced freedoms, political freedom and so on. Very good century. Last 100 years. Very good. Overall, how do we score it? Don't know, eh? We could have wiped ourselves out. Came close to it. Did we have Jesus or Krishna and now we don't need anything more? It doesn't look like it. We would very much like great impact like them again. In other words, it didn't bring in a utopia, a lasting kingdom of heaven, except for individuals. Right. And that seems very significant to us. Perhaps there's always been very significant spiritual gain for some people in every age. And yes, we would like more, and that seems to be the way to go, to look to how that comes about. So that is our real mission, our being sent into the world. It's not to evangelize the whole planet. It's to speak to those that have ears to hear. It's letting them know there can be a hope for your life, personally, the individual, to be much better, both as regards the present and the world to come, your present happiness and assurance, and the future. That can be achieved. That is our goal. In that sense, Helena Blavatsky got it right. Well, we're there to let the world know our society exists. That's okay. That's on track, especially if your society is a lovely example of what people truly need to value and treasure, which is loving fellowship, loving kindness to each other. Then simply to know such a group exists is a blessing, and you know where to go if you want to have ears to hear. Or if I cast it in Bhagavad Gita, understanding of things. No one is greater treasure to him than he that spreads this word, that lets people know. The way is there, you see, the scripture. He is very dear to God. Well, it's another way of sending you, isn't it? Either way, either religion, you're sent. In fact, every religion treasures most those that can be sent to spread the good news that there is hope and life to hand. And where to find it? In us, you and me. Whether we're part of some society or not. We're still sent. Each of us. And it's all about good news. Proclaiming that which is attainable, to hand, reachable, understandable, experienceable. Peace, joy, hope, love, life. Life abundantly. Life eternal. Thank you, Dad.